Ozinga is probably best known because for the ready mix end of it. We've been around for 80+ years, and we are primarily a ready mix company. We also have some transportation where over the road trucks we're bringing cement into our facilities and stone and sand as well. The engine is one of the most critical aspects of the actual truck. What gets it down the road, what makes the drum turn, and it makes the whole truck go around. So when you look at that and you're looking for a partner, you want to find somebody that's what they're dedicated to. I'm not going to go to a PACCAR or Cummins and looking for tires. I'm going to go to a Goodyear or Michelin, and that's what they do, and that's what they specialize on, and that's why I like Cummins. That's what they do. They're an engine manufacturer. They understand what the engine does, and they're always pushing the envelope. They're the only ones that are doing natural gas right now, and they're continuing to push that envelope. There wasn't a lot of information out there when we first started doing it. So we saw the gas as being viable. We knew that it was less expensive than diesel. We knew the trucks are more. We knew it's a cleaner burning fuel. We liked the point that we could put in a slow fill station where the driver comes in every night and plugs his truck in and leaves. He's not standing at the diesel pump. I don't have to worry about transporting diesel, and I don't have to worry about buying diesel on a weekly basis. The fuel's there, it's in our ground. So it just made sense at that point. First thing I want to do is I want to find out the product that I'm actually hauling. So I want to make sure that I spec the engine out correctly with the weight and the torque. Then I actually meet with Cummins and we go over all the specs of the truck between the rear axle ratio to the transmission to make sure I have enough torque, and then also I'm going to be meeting the efficiency where the engine wants to run on the top end. So by going through that process with Power Spec and the Cummins rep, we're able to make sure that I have the right engine for the application. I think natural gas is going to stay around for a while. I think it's a little less than what it has been because the barrel has been so low. Diesel has come down, which was kind of the reason why people are looking in the first place when it was $4 a gallon. But you still see your bigger customers. You still see, like locally we have Pace here, which all your metros you're watching go over to natural gas. Your municipalities are going over to natural gas. Your bigger customers are still spending the money on the natural gas stations and the trucks because they understand that barrel is not going to be down there for that long. Sooner or later it's going to come back, and they're just going to make sure that they're ready to be there, and so are we. My experience has been really, really good with Cummins. From everybody I've dealt with engineers to the corporate people. Cummins cares about what they do. They care about the customer. They've always stepped up when they needed to. They know when there's a problem and they're not willing to admit their downfall. It might take them a little bit, but sooner or later they'll come back to you and they'll let you know that there are issues with it and they're taking care of it. And that's what I look for. I know everybody's not perfect. We're not perfect in what we do. We try to be the best that we are, but it takes two to make the relationship work. And with Cummins, I definitely feel that that's there. The relationship should always start with the local distributor for Cummins. I have gone to dealers before, but what you normally find when you go to the dealers, they're going to go back to the distributor anyways. There are smart guys on both sides, but I try to stick with the local distributor just so I understand. And when needed, I've actually gone, I've gotten in touch with the local distributor, and they've gone to the regional guys, and they've gone to the corporate guys. So, I've talked to them all. If I have issues and it's got to be escalated, they have no problem going up and getting me help. I expect a lot on whoever I deal with, because I expect a lot out of my company and the people that work for me. So when I partner with somebody, I'm going to expect everything that they have and to constantly be pushing the envelope. I always look at if you're not moving forward, you're not growing. There's a lot that can be done still in the industry, in my opinion. I think the ready mix industry as a whole kind of gets forgotten a little bit. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that we're still out here. A lot is focused on over the road, but we're the trucks that are in the trenches. We've been in the trenches for a long time, and even over the road gets so much publicity, it gets a little frustrating because everybody's focused on the fuel efficiency. My trucks are not fuel efficient. They can't be, just because of the type of industry. And your dump guy, he's not going to be efficient in what he does, just because of the type of speeds and the type of application he is. I just want to make sure that when you're dealing with somebody, they understand the industry I'm in.